This is the Pound for Pound Boxing Show, sponsored by Bravos. I'm joined by super featherweight fighter Albert Bell. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for taking the time, man. It's always a pleasure, man. I spoke to you a while ago. It's good to have you back on. Albert, for UK fans who don't know much about you, can you just tell us a bit about yourself?
My name is Albert Prince Bill. I'm from Toledo, Ohio, USA. Fighting junior lightweight division. I hold the NABO North American Championship, and I'm currently 26-0, ranked number 1 by the WBO.
Brilliant. Let's talk a bit about, obviously, your last fight. You was out not too long ago. You coming off a knockout win over Jason Veras in the last fight. I want to ask you, how do you rate your performance that night, and how happy was you with the stoppage?
I rate my performance high. I rate it as a high performance for myself. And I was happy to get the stoppage. You're always happy when you get a knockout, so it was exciting.
Yeah, it's a good stop out. A nice little celebratory dance as well when you got no stoppage.
Yeah,
the moves there.
it's just me being myself and just having fun with it. That's all.
Yeah, brilliant. Let's talk a bit about it. Obviously, there's been a bit of talk before we do it. Obviously, like you said, 26-0, ranked quite high in the WBO. I want to ask you, because obviously there's been a lot of talk lately about you potentially going and fighting for a world title next year. How much would it mean for you to go on and fight for a world title in 2024?
It means everything to me. You know what I mean? That's my lifelong dream to become a world champion. I feel like it's long overdue, but everything happens for when it's supposed to. So it means a lot to me. So hopefully it happens and my dream comes to fruition.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, what future holds for you. I want to talk a bit about it because there's potentially could be having a final eliminator. Is that correct for next year? That's been talked about.
To be honest, it's all up in the air. I don't know if we have to. If I'm gonna fight for the interim because they just granted Navarette super champion status, and he don't have to fight mandatories like regularly, but he might be going to 35 next. But he might rematch Conceição. I don't know. So it's just all up in the air. I'm just staying ready and just keeping my eye on the task and the goal at hand, and just be ready for whatever they present to me.
Yeah, we're going to talk a bit about that fight, Navarette versus Conceição. Was obviously a bit draw. I want to ask you, what do you make of that fight, and who do you think won that fight if there was a winner?
Conceição did his thing. He boxed him real good, but the knockdowns do play a factor. So, but good call. He retains the title. Conceição doesn't get another loss that could have been possibly win. So I'm okay with the draw. But it wasn't the best performance from Navarette in my opinion.
Yeah. Can you take something positive from that performance from Navarette if you was to maybe step in the ring with him one year?
Yeah, I always that always would have been a game plan is to box him. You know what I mean? To throw a lot of punches, but box him and stay smart. So it kind of proved to me what I already knew.
Yeah, and can you see that? Can you see them two running it back sometime next year?
I can, but I know they want some big money fights for Navarette, and that kind of raised some eyebrows or could have messed up some plans they had. So they might just go ahead and try to advance him into bigger fights. Like I say, he might go to 35. The belts are vacant, and try to get in those big money fights instead of running it back and potentially lose this time.
Yeah. Another super featherweight he fought recently was Britain's Joe Cordina. He fought Edward Vargas in Monte Carlo in France. Did you watch that fight? What did you make of the scorecards?
Yeah, I watched the fight and I thought it was a lot closer than that. It could have potentially really went either way. It wasn't the best night for Joe, but credit to his opponent. He came in there, he was ready. He brought his A game, and it was a tough fight.
Yeah, it was a tough fight, and obviously Vargas thinks he won that fight. Obviously, Joe thinks he won it comfortably as well.
Yeah, it could have went either way. That was a good fight.
Yeah, it was. let's talk a bit about another fight. I don't know if you watched it yet, because obviously I don't know the time differences in the States and stuff like that and over here, but we had a massive fight last night take place in Belfast between Michael Conlan and Jordan Gill.
Yeah,
I don't know if you watched it.
no, I didn't get to watch it. I didn't know it was on yet. And I missed it. And I tuned in on the zone like right when the fight was ending. But I seen like a lot of stuff on Twitter about it and stuff like that, but I didn't get to actually see it.
Yeah, obviously you can't comment too much on it if you didn't see it yourself, but obviously what did happen was Jordan Gill went over to Belfast and stopped Michael Conlan in his hometown of Belfast. Was probably a massive shock over here in the UK. No one probably expected Conlan to lose 3 times in a row and potentially be close to retirement now, because obviously he's been talking about retiring. What do you make of that? Obviously, he was to retire.
Yeah, it's about that time, when you losing like that or getting stopped and getting hurt, no one wants to see that. So it's about time probably is to step in a different direction in life, you know what I mean, and fall back for the long jeopardy of his life and sake of his health, you know. But yeah, that's how you got to be ready, man. You got to be prepared because he is supposed to get that W. But it's boxing; anything can happen. That upset happens, especially in his hometown. That's a tough loss.
Yeah, obviously, Jordan Gill. I don't know if you see much of him. You see much of Jordan Gill?
No, I never seen much of him. I never heard of him. But I heard he might get the title fight next.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Eddie Hearns probably promised him last night that he's going to look to get him a title shot sometime next year, maybe. That would be big for him. Well, like I said, obviously, he's put his name out there now, obviously, with that performance over there, going over to Belfast and stopping Michael Conlan.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if there's another fighter who's gone up to super featherweight as well. He's a former featherweight world champion, and that is Leigh Wood. Leigh Wood coming off a fantastic win in his last fight against Josh Warrington. Have you seen much of Leigh Wood, UK's Leigh Wood?
I seen a few of his fights or some of his highlights. I'm not I haven't watched a lot about him, but I heard he's going up. I think he's he'll be like in the WBA category, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I keep my eye on the rankings and stuff like that, or names that's coming up and stuff. But yeah, I haven't watched too much of him, but I seen some of his stuff. Good fighter.
Yeah, he is. So I want to talk a bit about if there was to be a final eliminator taking place for yourself next year for the WBO world title, and that's been a lot of talk on Twitter recently between a fight that could take place between you and Archie Sharp. What do you make of Archie Sharp? Archie Sharp's fighting this Friday in the fight in the UK, York Hall, live on Fight Zone. Have you seen much of Archie Sharp, and how do you rate him?
Yeah, I seen a lot of Archie Sharp fights. You know what I mean? Like we always been right by each other in the rankings, and we had talks of fighting each other for a while now. So I keep keeping my eye on him. I like him as a person. You know what I mean? He's good guy, respectable. As a fighter, he's a slick, decent boxer. I'm looking for him to get the win so we could go ahead and make it happen. But I think I rate him as a good boxer.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he was ranked quite highly with WBO for a while now, and obviously he's gone down because he's not been as active as he probably would like to be. He's found it frustrating now. Obviously, he hasn't gone on to fight for a world title yet. You've seen the likes of Shakur Stevenson come up and win titles and go up in weight, and obviously he hasn't had a fair crack at the whip. How frustrating is that for a fighter who's been ranked quite highly in the top 3 and has not gone on to fight for a world title after about 2 or 3 years? How frustrating could that be for a fighter?
Very frustrating. You know what I mean? The politics of boxing is crazy, but it's a part of the game. It comes with it. All I could do is the same thing. I mean, all I could do is the same thing I would tell him to do, and that's just keep winning and just keep doing what you love. If boxing what you love, just stay focused and keep going at it. And everything happens when it's supposed to. Hopefully, you get his shot, and I get my shot. Hopefully, if we got to do it through each other, or whatever the case may be, I hope it happens for both of us because everybody at least deserves a chance when you get up there that high and you're doing what you're supposed to do and winning and staying busy. You're supposed to get that shot, and he even got skipped over and stuff. Now I'm in a position where they gave Conceição a title shot, and everybody just want their opportunity to fight for that world championship.
Yeah, 100%. He's 23-0. You're 26-0. Obviously, he's not being beaten. You're not being beaten. What makes you think you'll be the first fighter to stop? Not to stop, but beat Archie shot.
I don't know, man. Just got that sauce, man. You know what I mean? I just believe I'm the better fighter, and I'm gonna prove it if we get in the ring. It ain't really. I don't know. I don't really know how to put it. It's just something. I believe in myself. I'm very confident in my skills and my ability in the ring, and like I said, I just got that sauce.
Yeah. And would you be willing to come to UK if possible, if need be, to fight Archie shot?
Of course, I would. Of course, I want to get over there anyway and box. Y'all got a great boxing culture. Y'all appreciate the sport for us, like the entirety of it. Y'all appreciate the art of boxing. You know what I mean? And like I said, y'all massive fight fans over there. I would love to fight in the UK.
Yeah,
but
great.
I think we gonna bring his ass over here though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like him to come? Would you like to fight in your own hometown of Ohio? Would you like to bring him over to the States?
I mean, I would, but it really don't matter where we fight at, to be honest. But you know, it's always good to fight at home. But it could happen anywhere over here in the States. But for my first one, I would like it to be in the States. That way, my family and friends and stuff could see it. You know.
So that's one for the promoters, the broadcasters and stuff like that. So if you want to lay this fight on sometime next year in the States, hopefully this gets out there, they can go out there and make it happen.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully we looking like at March or something like that. I know he got a fight coming up. I just fought because I talked to him and I just told him like, stay active, bro. Like, stay active. Don't let nobody. If you stay active, they can't jump. You can't keep falling in the rankings. Like, stay active. Keep getting these wins, and everything will figure itself out. But right now, just keep getting some dubs. Keep getting the dubs, and just stay at the top of the rankings. That way, it won't be no discrepancy of who's number one, who's number two, who's number three, or who they order me with. Because I do want to fight him. I want to fight another undefeated fighter for the world title. I think it's nothing. If I can't take it from the champion, the next best thing to that is to fight another undefeated fighter for vacancy. You know what I mean? I think that's dope. So I just told him, bro, just stay active, get a dub, and just keep moving. I'm gonna do the same until they order us, and see you when I see
you. Will you be tuning in on Friday night if you can? I don't know if you can watch it in the States, but would you be trying to watch a bit of that fight on Friday night?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to tune in, support it, you know, and wish him well, and hopefully I can get the stream or what is it streaming on?
Fight Zone, I believe. Fight Zone. I think it's Fight Zone. www.fightzone.co.uk. Maybe I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not looking, yeah.
Yeah, if I can possibly watch it, I'm gonna tune in. But if not, I try to get go on YouTube or something like that and watch it afterwards, or figure. I try to figure out. I'm gonna try to watch it though.
Yeah, brilliant. So obviously, quick message for yourself and for the fans next year. How big is a 2024 for Albert Bell?
I think 2024 is a huge year for me. We came in this year, made big noise. I believe 3 fights, put all 3 of them down, back-to-back knockouts. Became number 1, maintained number 1. This year we take the titles and try to unify the division. So it's gonna be a huge year for myself and for the junior lightweight division, I believe. And I just want to be a part of it and mix it up in some big fights.
Brilliant. Albert, I'm going to let you go, man. Thanks you for your time today, man. I'm looking forward to see you back out. I'm sure you're going to be back out soon. There's going to be some big fights taking place with yourself next year.
Yes, sir. And I definitely appreciate you for having me. Wish you well. And hopefully you keep getting bigger and bigger and your platform keep growing, man. All the best.
Thank you very much, man. And Merry Christmas as well for this year as well.
Same to you.
Thank you, man. God bless. Take care now.